ठीक है इतना सर, यहाँ ही था। Let's go. Stop.
And metamaterials. Basically, it is an immense course, intensive course on fundamentals and applications of photonic crystals and metamaterials. This photonic and metamaterials have captured the public imagination due to the exceptionally attractive applications that were claimed for them. After intense research in more than last 3 decades, the field of photonic crystals and metamaterials have now become quite mature, and several commercial applications and products are now coming out of these concepts. In this FDP, the emphasis will be placed on understanding the basic physical principles and the fundamentals of the subject. The course will give an exposure to the computational design and simulation of photonic crystals and metamaterials also. We have planned to give you an idea about the subject of deep learning and deep learning techniques to compute the fundamental theoretical simulations of these photonic crystals and metamaterials. And at the same times, we have arranged two speakers who are the experts of these two topics in deep learning and machine learning titles, because this course is organized at IIIT Allahabad. So it is a pleasure for us to have the experts of information technology who will give you an idea about these techniques. And before that, we have arranged the speakers from different institutions who will cover the topics on topological insulators, the fabrication of metamaterials, the optical spectroscopy, and there is one yoga session also to achieve the mindfulness of the individual. And the fields like photonic crystal fibers, its interferometric techniques, some zero index metamaterials, and micro absorbers, the networks, the temperature change of these metamagnetic memory alloys, and there are some colorful dyes which are basically sensitized to the Q dot and nanowires. So basically, these are the titles on which we are going to cover within next 5 days, and speakers are from different IITs and IIITs and NITs, and I hope you will enjoy this session. Now, I am going to invite our HOD, Dr. Ratan K. Saha, to say a few words about the workshop. Dr. Ratan, sir.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Akhilesh Tiwari ji, for allowing me to say something. And respected director, sir, our Dean Ayer, sir, Akhilesh Tiwari ji, and Dr. Pramod Kumar, very good morning, and all the participants from all over India. Very good morning to all of you, and I welcome all of you to this workshop whose title is Fundamentals and Applications of Photonic Crystals and Metamaterials. So as I understand, this is a new field, and people are of many renowned labs are working in this field, and it has tremendous applications. And so I can share a small story with you that recently, 2 years ago, I was visiting an university, and they have showed me some metamaterials. They called it acoustic metamaterials. So they have prepared some acoustic metamaterials that will be used for focusing ultrasound or acoustic waves. So in this case, I understand that the focus will be on optical metamaterials. So most of the applications will be related to optics. And anyway, it is a it is a yeah, it is an exciting field, and I'm sure all of you will enjoy this faculty development program. You will listen to experts from different IITs, different national labs who have a lot of experience. They have worked on they have practical experience on working on metamaterials, and they will share with you their experience. And as Dr. Tiwari said, that some of our colleagues from IIITA will also deliver lectures in this workshop on machine learning aspects of I don't know, machine learning aspects of metamaterials. Okay, so very welcome, very warm welcome to this workshop. I hope you will enjoy this workshop and you will learn a lot. And I hope that this will help you to bring your consciousness in a higher level. Okay, that's all from my side. Uh, let us enjoy the workshop. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, Ratan sir, for your nice and kind words about the workshop and sharing your experience regarding metamaterials. And I again welcome our senior members in this workshop. And I before going further, I thank all our senior members, our director sir, who has given this opportunity to organize such kind of workshop at IIIT Allahabad. Lahiri sir, who has given consent to be present at this inaugural session. And when I was discussing about this workshop to director sir, he was also keen to the advances in the science field, and this is our great opportunity to learn about the connections between the metamaterials, photonic crystals, and our IT field. And I hope this workshop will give us this opportunity, and will all the dignitaries here, basically they are the faculty members at different institutions, they will certainly enrich us also, because they are also learned peoples, and with the discussions we will certainly find something new with this workshop. So I invite Professor Lahiri sir to say, our Dean Academic and Research, to say a few words about the workshop. Sir.
Thank you, Professor Tiwari. Thank you very much. And I convey my warm welcome to all the learned participants who are here, and also the my respect to the dignitaries present over here, like our Honorable Director Sir, our Registrar Professor Vijay Tiwari, our Head of the Department Professor Ratan Kumar Saha, and all the other dignitaries present over here. So I am really happy that Professor Tiwari and Professor Pramod Kumar, they have organized such a very important FDP, and with a very important title. The title is very important because it's about this photonic crystals and metamaterials and the fundamental aspects of that. So in this regard, I want to point out that the fundamentals are gradually being lost everywhere. People are actually lost in the buzzwords like artificial intelligence, machine learning, blah, blah, blah. So whenever there is a kind of hot topic, people are actually running after that. So it's a typical scenario, means the academics and research is actually now mingled with a lot of career aspirations, and that is also not actually fully out of our own interest. The area of interest that we are actually feeling that it is so much of interest, it's because of career is actually related to that, so we are running after that. So in this regard, what I am actually trying to point out is that this fundamental aspect is very, very important for any topic or title. So this FDP is on this photonic crystals and metamaterials related to that. So obviously this photonic crystal, means if you go into the deep of this particular area, then obviously you will find that this photonic crystal needs the fundamental knowledge of optics and then the quantum mechanics also. So we should try to explore more about this subject, because it is a very emerging sort of area that is not only very important vis-a-vis its relation to this, but also its relation to electronics and also the computer science and engineering, these subjects. So it's a really multidisciplinary area that should be explored with its actual contents, and we should not actually explore it because it is really an emerging area and it is really a hot topic these days, and it is going to give us some commercial benefit. So it should be out of our own interest, and then commercial aspects and other things will come after that. That will be obvious for that. So with this, I will hope that all the lectures will be in depth, and I know it also, I believe also that everything will be like this only under the leadership of Professor Tiwari and Professor Pramod Kumar. So with this, I like to congratulate to all the participants to make it possible to attend over here. And with this, I'm stopping right now. Thank you. Thanks to all of you.
So thank you very much, Lahiri sir, and for your kind words and encouragement. And our registrar, Professor Vijay Tiwari, I think she is busy somewhere, and she was unable to join at this particular moment. So now I request our respected chief guest, Professor P. Naga Bhushan sir, our Honorable Director at IIIT Allahabad, and who have given this opportunity to organize this workshop at IIIT Allahabad. And I invite sir for his kind words regarding the workshop. Sir. Please unmute, sir.
Good morning to all of you. Very, very enthusiastic participants from all over India. I understand all of you are faculty members, and surely learning attitude in the faculty members would be the highest. And I cherish this on this wonderful morning, and I welcome all of you to this great workshop. Professor Tapola Hari, our Dean, Academy and Research, has spoken a very interesting philosophical issue and has reduced my responsibility and burden in delivering this particular talk. I'm very thankful to Dr. Ratan K. Saha, who has welcomed all of you so heartily to this program. I congratulate Dr. Akhilesh Tiwari and Dr. Pramod Kumar to have conceived such a wonderful frontier area subject for this ATAL faculty development program. It is interesting. Now, when Dr. Akhilesh Tiwari mentioned that I should be participating in this inauguration, I was little hesitant for the first time because I did not know anything about this area. Surely, when I did not know anything about the area, when I myself could be the right person to learn, then I was feeling that I should not be the right person to get associated with the inauguration program. Nevertheless, Dr. Akhilesh Tiwari pursued and insisted that I should be with you in the early morning of Monday. When I learned from Dr. Akhilesh Tiwari in my discussion that these photonic crystals and metamaterials are laboratory synthesized, that's very interesting. So it is totally synthesized material, and in other words, it is a man-made material. Look at this aspect. What does not exist in the nature, what has got to be achieved for scientific perfection can very highly be imagined by the natural brain. Nature might not be having this particular material, or even if it is having, it might not have been identified. But the man's ability to imagine that there has got to be some such material, and man's ability to maneuver the whole scientific technology into creating such a material has got to be highly appreciated. Let's see at the outset, what's the total idea? There are a lot of ideas, there are a lot of things, and a lot of properties that you want them to put together. You just want them to put together. Like a young man dreaming about his possible future wife to have many components. The brain of a great scientist, the beauty of a great Miss India, the charisma of a great politician. Lot of components he would be imagining in one object called his fiancée. But he would have even forgotten at that time that his fiancée also has already been born some time ago. But here, with all those imagination, the scientists coming together and trying to realize the synthesis of such a material is a wonderful task. But then one point is, always man creates with lot of good intentions, but the applications can be very bad also. So if the utility of anything which is created is for good, then the world ends in wisdom. If the utility of anything which is invented, if it is towards the bad of the society, towards the only self-centered profit of givers, and towards the doomsdom of the society, then it is not going to be wisdom, it is going to cause the doomsdom. The aeroplanes which were invented way back were for very wonderful, transportation of yourself, and a quick transportation of yourself from one end of the globe to the other end of the globe. But we have seen what happened in 9/11. The same aeroplanes struck the twin towers of USA and caused the panic. This should not happen. This is what is the doomsday. See, the intelligence is over there in both the activities. In fact, the one who causes doomsday has got to be more intelligent, because he has got to be cunning also. He has got to be more intelligent. But that intelligence which is there, if it is tapped, like creating such wonderful materials like photonic crystals, metamaterials, for the application, for the use, for the societal upliftment, then surely it will be a wonderful happening. Therefore, the self-interest is man-made. Self-interest should always be there. Self-interest is for the welfare of the society. Self-interest is for the welfare of himself, welfare of the family, welfare of the society, welfare of the world. That's always good. Self-interest is man-made. But then the self-interest should not become an application into self-centeredness. That's exactly what beautifully was conveyed by even Professor Tapolahari in a different way, that we are getting lost with high-ended terminologies like artificial intelligence and machine intelligence, all those, without really knowing what do they really mean. But then focusing on learning the fundamentals is very essential. That's what he mentioned. And by that he also mentioned that we have got to focus on fundamentals of learning. That is more important. Unfortunately, I understand that all of you are faculty. Unfortunately, all the faculty would definitely be lost themselves in creating the best results. So they think that their teaching performance is assessed by the type of results that they produce. And in many biodata, I have seen people very badly writing that I have produced 100% result when I taught this course. That is very, very, within quote marks, the nonsense way of describing your own capability. And this is only done by those people who feel inferior of themselves, who really do not stand to be a strong teachers. Only then they try to influence the people by telling that I have produced the 100% results. Let us ask ourselves a very critical question, whether this 100% results which have become possible, is it because of your teaching, or is it because of in spite of your teaching? Or is it because that the candidate just wanted to pass the examination, therefore it is his efforts which have made him to pass the examination? We do not understand. In other words, what I am trying to tell you is the whole learning, as Professor Tapolahari did not try to expound it in a bigger way, but the way Professor Tapolahari mentioned has got to be understood. Our whole learning has been just purpose driven, examination driven, results driven, and everything is only towards the purpose, but the real purpose of learning is totally lost. Because today, if some people have got to put their best effort to create, to research and to create phonetic crystals and metamaterials, these were the people who must have thought very heavily on why not, why, how not, and how, rather than what to study, or just rather than what to prepare to achieve this. So why not, how not, all these thinking have got to happen. They have got to be inducted in the students at the early age, as early as possible. In fact, all these things have got to happen at the high school level itself. If not, at least it has got to happen at the first graduation level, where most of you are associated in such type of with such type of students. Therefore, it is your responsibility to induct them into critical thinking, to induct them into the path of research thinking, rather than just compel them and keep reminding them after the semester and keep reminding them of the semester and examination, and keep reminding them of the old question papers, and that does not really help. So every class that you take, every session that you handle, every practical that you are participating with the student should be very motivational to the students to think about a high thinking ability, so that tomorrow your young students, instead of just knowing what is photonic crystal or what is a metamaterial, they would be able to create a photonic compound later. They should be able to create not just metamaterial but megamaterials also. That is what has got to be the outcome. That is, then you are the most excellent teacher. You are the motivating teacher, because teacher is a learner all the time, and a learner in a teacher can drive a teacher into doing the excellent things. I'm very sure you are going to appreciate that when you are going to listen to the experts in this workshop. All the experts have got to have belonged to this class of this category of people who would have thought why not, how and how not, while they also might have had similar teachers who just drove them to only examination. In spite of that, they spared some time to think in a different way, and all such resource people who would be participating here would be motivating you to think in a very, very different direction. It is not that you do not think in the different direction, but the situation and the compulsions of the requirements of the modern world have driven you to put your students only into the examination track. Now, just pause from some time and see that in every 1 hour of reverse contact with the student, if you are able to put them, induct them to think high in the research direction of like trying to compose, trying to make a composite of several properties into one material, like what has happened in a photonic crystal or like what has happened in a metamaterial, then metamaterial, then you are also creating a metamaterial of every learner that would go through your folds. So I'm very happy that I'm associated with the inauguration of this particular workshop. I'm very happy that it is being directed by Dr. Akhilesh Tiwari and Dr. Pramod Kumar. I'm very happy that the department is headed by a very able, simple, and a young person, Dr. Ratan Saha, and our Dean, Academy and Research, Professor Tapo Lahiri, also belongs to the same school, makes a big difference. So I wish all the success for this ATAL program. This one entire week should be a very different week. Forget about all what worries you. Forget about all the mundane and routine activities. Involve yourself in a very, very creative week. And this creative week will make a big change for every one of you. And it should make a big change in the way you think about teaching and about learning. All the best. Thank you very much for such a patient listening. Thank you for the opportunity in inviting me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your insightful societal impact of this kind of workshop, and we are always thankful to you for your kind words, sir. Now, I think Professor, our registrar, Professor Vijay Tiwari ma'am is here.
Good morning, Akhilesh ji.
Good morning, ma'am. So
sorry, there's some problem with the network. The camera is not working.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. So I welcome you here at this platform of inaugural session, and I invite you to say a few words from your side, ma'am.
Thank you, Akhilesh ji. A very good morning to everybody. Good morning, Director sir. Good morning, Larry sir, and good morning to the organizing committee of this ATAL program. I wish this program all the best, and as I've been saying that the Department of Applied Sciences has been one of the most active departments in the recent times, not only in probably doing things for the pandemic, but also organizing multiple workshops and FDP. And this ATAL program adds to its list of activity once again. And I wish you a very a good learning in the coming 5 days. And I hope that the department will keep on doing such great work. And I believe the HOD of the department, Dr. Ratan Saha, is also here. So a big congratulations to you, and a big congratulations to Akhilesh ji for organizing such an FDP. And I wish you all the best. And one last thing to the participants, I hope this will be a very good learning experience for you and the coming week. And though we are organizing it online, I hope in future we are able to do it offline as well and give you the experience not only of our teaching expertise, but also of the wonderful campus that we have. So wishing all of you a happy learning in the coming week. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your nice and encouraging words. And really, it will be a good thing for us. We will invite all the participants in near future when it is possible to come to the campus and you stay here in our campus at Triple IT Allahabad, and we will have similar kind of thing in future also. So thank you again for your nice words. So now I invite our colleague Dr. Pramod Kumar for vote of thanks at this workshop. Dr. Pramod.
Okay. Good morning to all. Before starting my vote of thanks, just actually I would like to mention one thing. This year, basically, we are celebrating 100th anniversary of Einstein theory of photoelectric effect. Okay, so due to this reason, before starting my lecture, I am going to demonstrate one experiment, same experiment as designed by Einstein. So, like all of you are welcome on that demonstration, and definitely I am going to demonstrate like live. So, okay, so now on behalf of course coordinator, I extend a really hearty vote of thanks to our director sir, honorable director sir, Dean A&R, HOD, registrar, who spared time from his busiest schedule to grace the occasion. We had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and his will, like this will surely be going to encourage us in our future events. I would like to also thanks like staff and our PhD students for their kind support. In the last but not least, a big thanks of AICTE ATAL for funding support. Thank you very much. I hope now we have our first lecture. That one is going to start at 10:30 a.m.
So when will you demonstrate the experiment at your talk?
Just start before my lecture.
Okay.
Just after your lecture, basically.
Okay. So thanks to all the participants at this inaugural session who have joined at this particular point. So I think we will start our lecture session at 10:30. So now this is at I think 10:10. So after 20 minutes we will start the our first lecture. Okay, Upenji?
Yes, sir. That is
So we'll start at
10:30.
10:30.
Thank you.